You don't have an addiction problem. You have an identity problem. You have a self-judgment problem. And in that vicious cycle, you're destroying yourself. Can I tell you the answer to, well, I smoke cigarettes 20 packs a day, whatever the crazy thing is? You know what I say to them? So what? I don't care. You do all you want. Because your addiction problem, so what you think it is not your problem. You think you're a piece of crap. You have an identity problem. And so when you think you're a piece of crap, or I'm a smoker, I'm a drinker, I'm a midnight, no, you think you are what you are. So you will be who you think you are. Oh, I'm an addict. You're going to stay that way. Well, I'm a whatever you're, I am, you're going to stay that way. Well, I'm a drug addict. You'll stay that way. I am are the two greatest, strongest words you can say. I am. What you say counts. What you think counts. So who are you? There's one of the greatest scriptures, coolest things in the Bible, where Adam and Eve had messed up. They messed up bad, according to the Bible. He ate the apple or whatever they did. This is the perpetuation of sin, by the way. But thinking like this, we'll keep it going. But when Adam and Eve so-called messed up, and then they put all those things on because a shame came in. They covered themselves up because they said, so God saw them and said, why are you putting those fig leaves on yourself? Why are you covering yourselves up? Adam said, well, we're naked. Well, who said you're naked? Who said you were shameful? Who said you were an addict? Who said you were anything? You did. It wasn't the devil. It was you. You said you were naked. You said you're shameful. You said you're guilty. God never did. Think about that. God never said they were guilty. God never pointed out their bad faults. God doesn't do that. Not my God. My God loves and accepts me just the way I am. He doesn't throw my sin and my shit back in my face. He doesn't do it. He never reminds me of my sin. He reminds me of my righteousness. As you Bible scholars want to look up. He doesn't remind you and throw your crap back in your face. What kind of dad would do that? If you do that to your kids, you're a bad dad. You're a bad mother. You need to quit reminding them of the mistakes they made. You need to stop. Because that's not helping them at all. You need to love them and accept them just the way they are. The reason you treat them that way, because you think God treats you that way. And he doesn't. I don't know what your crazy pastors have told you. It's ridiculous what they teach in some of the churches. I'm not going to go there. I'm sorry. I've seen more change in one man's life by telling him that he's loved, even when he comes back from doing any addictions or running the streets or whatever, they're bad. Accept them, love them, right back into the family that he belongs to. That's the way you change a man. Love covers a multitude of sins. That's in your little Bible there. I read, but I don't read the King James Version anymore. I read the older ones. I read into the Septuagint. I read in, different stuff. I am who I am. And if you don't like that, that's fine with me. I don't give a shit. So tell me today, what are you struggling with? Look in your mirror and love yourself. That's it. That's your answer. And remember, I love you. very much. Have a great day.